Hello, I'm Mayor Newton. Many of you may have heard me or members of the City Council use the term Tax Increment Financing District or TIF District, but may not necessarily know what it means or why it's so strategically important to Colleyville. Today, I want to give you a high-level explanation of what the TIF District is and basically how it works. Colleyville's TIF District, which generally follows the State Highway 26 commercial corridor, was established in 1998 as seen on the map on the screen. It has been and still is a strategic financial tool in the development of Colleyville today. When created, the purpose of the TIF was to fund public infrastructure improvements that the city was unable to fund otherwise. These improvements resulted in property values that are much greater than they would have been without the TIF. I'm fortunate to have had experience with the TIF since its inception. In fact, I was mayor at the time it was created. At that time, I went to all of our taxing entities and pitched the idea. All 5 taxing entities, the city, Tarrant County, GCISD, Tarrant County Hospital District, and Tarrant County College District, joined the TIF and have been valuable partners. They agreed to participate because they believe this to be a worthwhile investment in the future of our community. It's also important to note that the city is a taxing district partner that contributes funds to the TIF. In the original creation of the TIF, all of the entities agreed to participate and provide some of their tax revenue to the TIF district to pay for improvements that ultimately have led to increased asset value within the TIF district. This has proven to be wildly successful. When the TIF was created, the base asset value was only $75 million. Today, it's grown to $550 million. This increase in valuation is the direct result of the TIF, and is exactly the outcome all participants hoped to achieve when they agreed to participate. Before I go any further into specifics about the Colleyville TIF, let me take a minute and briefly explain how a TIF works. A TIF is a tool used by municipal governments to stimulate economic development in a targeted geographical area. When a TIF district is established, the base property value is recorded before improvements. As improvements are made within the district, property values rise, leading to an increase in property value above the established base. While the property tax generated from the base value continues to fund city services, the revenue generated by the increase in property value is used to pay for specific projects within the TIF district. Colleyville's TIF is unique. Many TIFs across our region and the state were created to fund specific development projects. A regional mall would be a good example. Our TIF, however, was established as a geographic boundary to pay for infrastructure and other projects within the boundary. Colleyville's TIF consists of property along our commercial corridor, State Highway 26. The TIF boundary was expanded in 2012 to include Glade Road, Cheeksburger Road, and some parcels along 121. The TIF has a finite lifetime. It expires in 2030. When the original TIF was created in 1998, a project plan was created containing specific categories for which the funds can be expended. The TIF boundary expansion also has a project plan with specific categories including economic development grants, roadway improvements, and trails and public amenities. These 2 plans are referred to as the original project plan and amended project plan. All 5 taxing entities contribute to the original TIF project plan, which currently brings in about $6 million annually. Colleyville and Tarrant County College are the only 2 entities that contribute to the amended TIF plan. The TIF agreements are specific to each particular taxing entity. For example, both Tarrant County and Tarrant County Hospital District have revenue caps as a part of their agreements, which they both reached in 2012. Further, GCISD's agreement provides that the district retains 26% of their contribution to the TIF. This means that GCISD receives about $1.5 million in revenue from the TIF each year. Over the life of the TIF, GCISD will receive about $33.5 million. These funds are beneficial to GCISD because they are not subject to Robin Hood recapture. Much like the city's general capital and utility funds, the TIF has a 5-year capital plan that is reviewed and updated annually by the TIF board, which includes a representative from each participating taxing entity. That plan includes a detailed listing of all projects funded by the TIF and is published as part of the city's annual financial disclosures. Again, the 5-year plan is updated annually and shared publicly. The TIF projects have been crucial to the development of Colleyville. For example, the TIF paid for the city's portion of the $38 million State Highway 26 project, $14.5 million Glade Road project, $13 million beautification effort underway along the commercial corridor, new City Hall, library, and Central Fire Station construction, and over $1 million in redevelopment of the Colleyville Downs Shopping Center, which is home to Whole Foods. During the pandemic, we were able to provide over $1 million in local business support through programs such as gift cards and advertising grants solely because of revenue provided by the TIF. We've heard directly from businesses regarding the importance of these TIF-funded programs during the catastrophic impact of the pandemic. Business owners have told me personally that they would not be here today without the programs the TIF provided. I can assure you that these programs will continue to live on past the pandemic. In the near future, you may see another gift card program that once again connects our two greatest resources, our residents and our businesses. The TIF is a dynamic funding source that has also funded grants for businesses to improve their buildings and properties. Looking to the future, the city purchased 41 acres of land at the Northern Gateway with TIF funds to ensure the entrance to our city is developed to a standard we desire. All of these are great examples of why the TIF was and continues to be a strategic tool in the development of Colleyville. I hope this explanation provides insight into Colleyville's TIF, as we have just scratched the surface of this complex subject. I'd be happy to sit down and provide additional insight if you would like. Thank you for watching. Take care.